On kiddos, so we're just going to start with a weekly outlook here. I'm going to keep it quick. My bias hasn't really changed much on a lot of these pairs. By the way, for everybody asking, if you want to join the free Telegram channel where I'm literally calling every single trade I take live with full entries, stop loss, like explanation, it's literally everything right in front of you in these trades I'm taking here in my own live terminal. Like, it's all there. All you have to do is you just have to click the link in the description of this video. Click the link in the description. That's my free training. Watch the free training, and at the end, you'll get a link to join the free Telegram channel. It is literally that simple. Just follow the instructions. There's no need to ask. There's no need to get confused. Just click the link in the description of this video. All details are in there. Just follow the instructions. It's very straightforward. So that being said, for GBPs, I'm still bullish on most of them. The only ones I'm actively looking to trade are buys on GBP Japanese yen and buys on GBP US dollar. I haven't had any trades on GU recently. On GJ, I had one trade last week, which went into profit. Then it came back and stopped at break even. I didn't get a chance to book partial profits on this right here because this actually happened during London session, so I wasn't able to actively monitor the trade. By the time I woke up, it was like down here whenever I woke up and checked charts. So I just moved the stop loss to break even, and it did end up coming all the way down and just pinning me out at break even. So this was that on GJ. GJ ended up dumping lower, came back up, kept bouncing. I still think it's going to go up long term. I mean, if we just really scope out here, I think it's more likely it'll continue up than to have a massive, huge reversal. So I am still looking to get long on GJ. Yeah, that's that. Same thing on GU. I'm waiting to get long. I'm trying to find a setup here that I like, something that I think would be nice to trade. Just any clear support or resistance level that gets established, I'm looking to get in. Like if price can form like a resistance somewhere like up in here, and then break above it, come back and retest it and start rejecting, and then I'll look to take a trade like that. If that doesn't happen and price comes lower, then I'll just look to get in a buy somewhere down here. It's really just going to depend, but whatever happens, I'll call it out live in Telegram from now until the foreseeable future. So that's what I'm waiting for on GU. I don't see anything else in the other GBP pairs. GBP AUD almost looks like it's in a downtrend on the higher time frames. So there's that. There's also GCAD, which looks like it's in a range. I just don't see anything I like on these ones. GBP New Zealand dollar. I had a client say he was trying to take a sell on this. I could see sells on GBP New Zealand dollar. Still kind of rangy for where we're at now. I like stuff that's a little bit more nice. I'm not in a trade right here. You can see there's no trade. I put this here earlier. I was in a live session with clients, and I had a client who was shorting this, and I told him it might be worth a shot. So yeah, but I don't see any trades on that. It looks like it's kind of going sideways. Same on GCHF. Kind of looks like it's going sideways. But we're at the top of a range. So if you're looking for sells, I think sells might be a better idea than buys. So there's that. For the Euro pairs, the only thing I see is Euro USD. I'm looking to get into buys on Euro USD. I'm just trying to find an entry. Earlier today, I was waiting to see if price would break this recent resistance area and then pull back, test it with a little bit of rejection. This never happened. It just literally kept on going down. So that never set up right there. Price has since pushed all the way down here to this previous zone that was down here. And it looks like it started to reject and go up. So that's cool. I don't know what would happen on Euro USD right here. Let's see. Maybe if it keeps forming this little resistance area right here and it really starts getting relevant, what I would do is I just wait for price to just pop above it, come back, test. And if it just starts to bounce a couple times on minute 15, then I'll probably look to just get into a buy, and I'll target this previous highs as the first target, and then as the next set of targets, it'll just be significantly higher. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait. In fact, I'm gonna drag this alert down here because if it does get back above this zones look like it's a 1 hour zone. It looks like it's kind of relevant. So I don't know. We'll see. Whatever happens, I'll call it out live in Telegram. You guys can just follow that. So that's Euro USD. I don't see anything else in these other Euro pairs. The only thing I see is Euro USD. Euro AUD, if you're looking for sells, I think it's better to look for sells on Euro AUD than anything else. Euro USD is just such a steep, clear uptrend. This is just, it just looks a lot nicer in my opinion. So there's Euro JPY, there's a Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar kind of looks in a downtrend, but kind of more rangy. Euro JPY, I don't even know, kind of back and forth. I'm not too sure. Euro Canadian dollar, kind of looks sideways. Euro GBP kind of looks sideways for now. Came back here to the lows of a range. I didn't take a trade right here. This is just something I marked up on the chart to look at, probably for a client on a live session or something. We had a 2-hour long live session this morning with clients. That's why I didn't make the weekly outlook video this morning. I was like, after that 2 hour long session, I was like, man, I need a break. So I went and got more coffee and just relaxed for a bit. But yeah, I don't see anything on EG. I don't see anything on EURCHF. Just like sideways, rangy, nasty looking. Now for the AUD pairs, I think they're gonna be bullish long term. For AUD USD, this one came back. I got in a buy and it came back for break even. So I did book out partial profits on this as it started going up last week. So I made I think like 500 or 750, whatever it was. I made a recap video of this. You can go back. I made a recap going here into my terminal and transaction history and scrolling down so you guys can see all that. In fact, here it is right here. There was the buy, AUD USD, $268 right there. And then another $268. And then the rest right here. So it came back for break even. So it was like $650 I made on that. So, I mean, not really anything on that. So, I mean, this came back for break even. It's whatever. I'm still looking for buys. That's all I'm still doing. Still hanging in there. Still hanging on to the buy bias. I still think long term, this thing could still continue up. And if we really go out, I mean, it's just been an uptrend forever. I don't see it ending anytime soon. And if it does end, I'll probably take a few stop outs or a few break even trades. But, everything will balance out with the risk being controlled and partial profits taken and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm just going to still look for buys. I'll be waiting on maybe a break and retest of just a recent zone. Maybe something like this to form. Price were to just kind of crack above this zone, come back and test and start finding some support right here. Maybe I'll look to get long and I'll target a higher high as the final target. We'll have to see. Same thing on AUD JPY. I'm looking to get long as well still. It's just in a very obvious, just ridiculous uptrend. It's been since COVID of last year. So for 9-10 months, it's been an uptrend. Still looking for buys. Where would I wait to look for buys at? I think a break above this recent high would be fine for that. If we extend it a little bit further, it kind of looks like a support resistance area right there. I think a break above that area would kind of be cool for buys. So maybe a break up above here. I don't know. We'll see. Again, whatever I do, I'll call out on Telegram live with the full explanation. So we'll see what happens. Maybe something like that. We'll have to see what happens because price could just push back here and never even come back and retest. AUD CAD, I don't see anything. It looks kind of more sideways to me. Actually, not technically still going up. I don't know. It just seems more rangy to me than the other ones. The other ones seem to be more bullish. Here in the 4 hours since the beginning of January, we've kind of just been going sideways. So I think I'm just going to hang out on the sidelines. AU and AJ just look better. ADCHF, it's still been going up, but kind of more rangy. Not as exponentially up. AU has been going up. Just looks to be more steep. AD CAD, ADCHF seem to be not as steep of an uptrend. So I don't know, but trade whatever you like. Also, I got lower spreads with Oenda on AU and AJ than I do with UDCAD and ADCHF. ADCHF spreads are just look at that. That's just insane. So there's that. 80 New Zealand dollar. I don't even know what direction this is in. I had a client think about taking a buy here. I told him I wouldn't because when I look at the chart, I don't even know what trend it's in. The only thing I'd take is an extreme level trade. So if price got to this extreme high up here, or if price got to this extreme low down here, I would take a reversal trade off that. But for the time being, there's no trend, so I don't know. And if he took this trade, he probably got stopped out on that. So yeah, he shared that on a live trade this morning. I think his name was Ethan. But yeah, so it is what it is. These trades right here are still in NJ and whatever it is, New Zealand dollar USD from last week. They're still in profit right now, about 2K, and I'm still just kind of hanging out, waiting. Again, I've already booked partial profits on these. I made a couple grand on these already, and I've just got the stop losses and break even right now, in profit. So if these are going to continue up, cool. I've got alerts at the previous resistance zones to take some partial profits at along the way. If they come back and hit break even, I'm perfectly fine with that. It'll either be some break even trades here, I'll make a couple $100, or they will be huge profits. I'll probably make 10K on both of these if they both continue up to make higher highs on the daily chart. I do think price will continue up and make a higher high if the trend is going to continue. So I've got final targets up here around 76.2 for NJ. Same thing on NU, the exact same idea. The idea is that it's just in a really steep uptrend. I'm just thinking that it's probably going to go up and make a new high. If it does, cool, it'll be great profits. If it doesn't, it'll come back. I'll make a couple $100 in the trade and call it a day. So we'll see. We still haven't cracked past these recent highs here on the 1 hour, and we would need that to happen. We'd need price to push up here, probably test, bounce above, test, and just keep continuing up. I don't know what'll happen. I don't care what happens. The risk was controlled. I've already got partial profits taken out. I'm just chilling now on the sidelines here with my entry and just leaving it. New Zealand dollar CAD, New Zealand dollar CHF. I don't see anything clear, so I'm not gonna be trading them. CAD JPY, I don't see anything clear. It just kind of looks like it's kind of rangy to me. Like it's just kind of going in a range. I don't really see anything clear. USD SEK, I'm still hanging on to my short bias. I'm still trying to get short on these pairs. There was a couple opportunities that presented themselves last week, and it looks like we had another one today. The spread is like huge on this pair right now. Look at this. This is crazy. This might be, a trade maybe up here. Maybe even, see how like crazy this is with USD pairs sometimes. A break below, retest, and then it just kept going back up. So I don't know. I'm still looking to get short. I'm just going to wait on like a clear level to get formed. We'll have to see what happens. USD CHF, I'm still hanging on to the short bias. Why? Just because for like the past year, it's been going down. I think it's more likely to think it's going to keep going down than to think that it'll be a reversal and go up. A lot of people will say, oh, the USD is getting stronger, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool, whatever. I'm looking at the chart. Technically, everything looks like it's really going down long term. I just think it's more likely. Like, imagine if you got like a sell like somewhere in here or somewhere in here, and you still were holding on to your sell positions. I mean, they'd be in massive profits now. So, I mean, if it's going to continue, cool. If not, I'll take a few stop outs, a few break evens, and if the trend just shifts, then I'll just look to get in buys, and then I'll make huge profits on those or some small losses, whatever it comes out to be. USD CNH, I did not take any of these trades. I've already explained that to you guys in my previous videos. This was just all back testing. I usually back test with FXCM data, but I accidentally back tested with OANDA data before. And then now I have all this stuff on my chart, and I'm like, gosh. But I don't want to delete it because these are all like trades I've taken, and I journal them, and I like track the metrics and stuff to try to see how I could have made them more profitable and stuff. But so I didn't take any of those. The only trades that I've taken on these, I took a USD CHF trade 2 weeks ago that stopped at break even right here. You guys saw that I called that in Telegram like 2 weeks ago. Just scroll up in the Telegram channel if you're new once you join it, and you can see that from like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. And then we've got USD CNH. I'm still looking for sells. Some people are like thinking I'm crazy trying to still hold on to sells. I'm like, you guys do whatever you want. I'm still looking for sells. I still think long term it's more likely to continue down. This level doesn't even look clear anymore. This level doesn't look clear. This level's been like smacked past. I don't know. I'm just going to take everything off. I'm going to wait for something clear. I think maybe if price breaks that low right there and then comes up and tries to retest it, I think this might be like a good trade to get into, something like that. Don't get confused with it. Just be looking for like downtrend sells if you want to trade the overall bias. So yeah, something like this. Again, whatever I do, I'll call in Telegram. USD CAD, USD JPY are sort of the same thing. I just think these other ones tend to look a little bit better, but they're all kind of the same, similar setup. So whatever you guys want to do. Gold, I don't have an opinion on gold. It looks rangy right now, and I really think it could go either way. Like the whole daily uptrend that was like hitting before could come back into play and price could go back up, or this like downtrend channel that's forming could take over and price could go down. I really don't know. I don't even really trade gold, so I shouldn't even be like giving advice on it. So you guys do whatever you want on gold. Tesla, I'm still in my stocks. They're actually still going amazing. If we go here to Robinhood, where's it at? Let's see how it did today. I didn't even check. We'll go. So cool, like 3K, 4K today in stocks. Past week, 5K. So yeah, everything's been doing pretty good. With stocks, with Tesla's still up. Moderna's starting to go up. I'm going to be booking some profits up here. I'm probably going to just close my entire position on Moderna up here. And then Apple, I'm in Apple, and it's still rocketing up. Amazon, I bought Amazon. We'll go and check these here real quick. Where's Moderna? So I bought 5K of it. The total return is I've made 5K on this since like October. So, and I'll look to close it up there on the previous resistance zone. Apple, as far as Apple is concerned, I bought it right when I thought it was going to start moving up. Where are we at? Apple, here we go. So this right here, yeah, so I bought 750 of it. So yeah, with Apple, I think that Apple will keep going up. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if there's anything else. Amazon, I bought down in here. It kept going up. Starbucks kind of going sideways. And I'm researching Plug Power, Blink charging, and then Run NIO and IPOE. That had a client share with me today. I'm researching these. But yeah, with stocks, I don't know. I'm not a huge stock guru. I make I'm more of a Forex guru, so I'll just stick to that. Last year I did okay in stocks. For those of you who haven't been following my stocks, let me see. This past year I've made like 69k, so like 70k within like the past year and 3 months with stocks. So I mean, it doesn't represent a huge portion of my trading profits. Like trading forex last year, I made about 370k. Stocks was about 60k if we just count last year, and nothing this year. So I mean, still I did okay in stocks, but I mean, I'm not like an active day trader or anything. I just buy companies I think are going to perform really well. I research them and do that. So that's everything. I'm just in these trades here on these trades right now, just on the NZD pairs. So I don't have any new trades this week. Again, if I share any trades, I'll call them out live for free in Telegram for the next few weeks. Kind of helps promote Mission FX, and you guys love it. So, anyway, click the like button on this video if you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to join the free Telegram channel where I call all of these trades out live with full analysis, explanations at the exact moment I enter them, along with all trade management that occurs after the trade's placed, click the link in the description of this video. Go to my free trading, follow the instructions. It's literally all you have to do. It is so straightforward and simple. Just do it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.